I have a meditation that I came up with the other day. It's based upon void mechanics. It's based upon the principle of the void. Now, in Vedic science and quantum theory, we have what is known as the void, which is the blackness, the darkness, the end and beginning point of all creation. Now, what is theorized is that our universe, 1,000,000 times a second, collapses upon itself into a void of nothingness and then reappears, basically making our reality an illusion. You know, quantum physics, the smartest people in the world tend to agree on this. You know, the most enlightened Vedic seers, yoga practitioners, they all tend to agree on this too. So, you know, I've experienced similar situations in my own life, so I tend to go with it as well. So my meditation based upon void mechanics and the fact that mind is all, you know, thoughts are things, you know, mental imagery, visualization, stuff like that. Now, you need to sit in a quiet, dark space, you know, hands on your side, get relaxed, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Try to focus on your breath. Breathe in and out. I know a lot of images and thoughts and feelings are going to rush into your mind, into your consciousness at your first attempts at meditation. All that is your ego, not necessarily your big, boastful personality ego, but your ego as a device, as a mental device that organizes and structures your life. Kind of like inertia from a car. You know, your ego is putting together the aspects of your life out of consciousness day in, day out. When you attempt meditation, what you're attempting to do is to slow that car down, actually bring that car to an abrupt halt. Now, we all know what happens then, you know, stuff flies ahead. So as you begin to slow down in meditation, the images that you feel, the images that you see, the feelings, the stuff that tries to flow into your head and throw you off is simply just the inertia of the mechanics of the ego that puts together your life on a day-to-day basis. All you have to do is let them pass, let them be what they are, and continue to focus upon your breath. So, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Slowly, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now, these images are slowly going to fade away. Your inertia, the inertia of your ego is going to be beat by your breath. So eventually you're going to come to a still black point. Continue in through the nose, out through the mouth. Continue this for approximately 5 minutes, you know, get you a nice state of calm, still blackness, and continue to hold it, practice it in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now, once you've got a hang of that, I want you to, from your memory, from your recent memory, begin to construct pictures of your life. Bring in all aspects of your life as they currently are. Now, I don't want you to apply any emotion or any judgment. I don't even want you to think about what those pictures mean to you. All I want is just third-person perspective pictures of your life as it is. You know, your car, your house, your mate, your job, your income. Don't even use the words to describe your income. You know, simply put a dollar amount, a check stub or a pile of cash, you know, however much you earn on the table. I want it to all be pictograph. So bring it all in as an amalgamation, as an encapsulation of your current life. Make one picture to represent that. Now, as you breathe in through your nose, slowly superimpose that picture upon the screen of your mind. So it's in through the nose while visualizing that picture on your mind. Now, what this is what I like to call passive visualization or visualization from memory. You know, it's kind of like practice for the visualization process. It's easy to picture things that you have already done. You have a neural network inside of your mind. So by doing this, you're firing up your neurons. You're getting them ready to visualize. It's easy to pick out all the things that you've already done, especially the things that you've done recently, and visualize them in your mind. Superimpose them upon the screen of your mind, but don't attach any emotion, because when we attach emotion, we begin to bring things into fruition. We begin to bring things into the external world. So leave your current life emotionless unless you want to experience those things again. If this meditation is about moving forward and getting more out of life, it's about changing up your day-to-day walk. This meditation is going to tap into your subconscious without you knowing it, and before you know it, you'll be taking different actions to get where you want to go. So once again, superimpose an image of your life as it is as you breathe in through your nose. Then breathe out through your mouth and let the picture fade back to blackness. Hold this meditation for about another 5 minutes. By doing this, you're imitating the creative process. You're imitating the way that the universe creates. Remember, I told you that the entire universe collapses into this void millions of times per second. So in your own time, in your own comprehensible time, you are expanding, you are collapsing your own mental universe back into the void of creation. Just as God collapses the entire universe into the void and then back out a million times a second, so that it's not even perceptible to us as human beings. It's not perceptible to our senses. But then reality snaps back before we even know it. That's why change happens. That's the way anything is able to change. So what we're doing here is we're mimicking the creative process of the universe within our own life, because we are the universe of our own life. So now, once you have superimposed this picture into your mind and collapsed it back to the blackness, I want you to begin to think of your ideal life, aspect by aspect, and put together a new picture. Put together a picture that totally encapsulates all your desires, the very best things you would ever wish for. Put them together, bring them about, put them together. Superimpose this image upon the blackness as you breathe out. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Once you have that steady, I want you to say mentally in your mind the words, I am, while visualizing your current situation. Just as a proclamation that these things around you are you. You have created them. They exist because you facilitated them and brought them in your life. You're just making an admonishment to the creative forces that you understand and that you accept responsibility. Now, once you've got that mastered, I want you to begin to think about the things you desire most in life. Your ideal job, your ideal home, mate, career, whatever floats your boat, whatever you're trying to become, wherever you're trying to go. I want you to do a similar thing with the picture. I want you to create a picture that encapsulates your dream life or your desired life or whatever. And I want you to create a picture of that. Now, once you come up with a picture that totally represents your desires for yourself in life, I want you to superimpose that upon the screen of your mind upon exhalation. So now we're breathing in through the nose. We're visualizing our current life. We're mentally saying the words, I am. And then upon exhalation, we are viewing a picture of our dream life, viewing a picture of our wonderful new created life. So in through the nose, our normal, our regular life without any emotion attached, while repeating the word I am mentally. Then exhalation, our new life, our desired life, We superimpose that image upon the screen of our mind while breathing out. Once you get the hang of that for a couple of minutes, I want you to say the word grateful while looking at the new image, while looking at the new mental picture of the life that you're going to have. So now you have the complete mechanics of the meditation. I want you to breathe in through your nose with the image of your current life, not giving it any emotion, not giving it any emotion at all. Just a third person representation of life as it is for you while mentally saying the word I am. Then stop. During the transition from the old image to the new, you're going to experience the void of blackness. Now, your void is going to be millions of times slower than the creative void, yet it gives you an opportunity to see that the void does indeed exist. In order for any mental scene, in order for any physical scene to change, there has to be a void so that conditions can go from one condition to another. From inhalation to exhalation, there is a void of stillness, of silence, where neither is occurring. That is the gap. That is the only gap that we can recognize with our mind. But to God, but to creative forces, millions of those gaps occur in the time that we consider as a second. So actually, we're just mimicking the creative process of the universe for our own use. Now, in through the nose, current life pictured, no emotion attached. Breathe out with the new emotion. Breathe out with emotion, which is going to be gratitude. You're going to couple the gratitude with the word grateful while envisioning your new life. Take time out to look at each aspect of that picture upon each exhalation and think to yourself what these new items, what these new situations are going to bring about only upon exhalation. The feeling of gratitude is what is going to cement your new life into condensing down upon you. It is what is going to come back to your ego from your subconscious and make you make small changes day to day that you hardly notice that'll be steering you towards this new picture. Also, if you find that having a total amalgamation, having a total big picture is difficult visualization work, then I suggest you start with something small. You know, a pair of shoes. Visualize your old pair of shoes. Don't hate on them. Just visualize them as they are. You know what I'm saying? Upon inhalation, and then upon exhalation, visualize your new shoes, the shoes that you want the most. You know what I mean? And couple that with the grateful, and watch a way for you to get those shoes show up. You know, once you've mastered that, try a new car. You know, try a shirt. Start with small, simple things so that your belief can be nurtured, and so that you're not overstraining your synapses. If you're not used to visualization, then start small and work your way up, because the possibilities are endless.